Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how to let go and trust in the universe and actually receive your manifestation. Oftentimes, one of the biggest problems that people have when it comes to manifestation is to let go of their manifestation in order to actually receive it. And it's almost crazy because if you think about it, there have probably been times in your life where you maybe wanted to manifest something, or maybe you didn't even think you were manifesting it. You just really wanted something really badly and you were like kind of obsessing over it and just like waiting and wanting it to happen. And you would always constantly be like, when is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? All of these like emotions. But then at one point you kind of decide, oh, I'm so over it. Like, I've just been wanting it for so long and I don't even want it anymore. I give up. And it's crazy because as soon as you decide that you give up or that you don't want it anymore, it's almost like that day is the day that you get it or it happens. And sometimes it's not even the whole day. It could be like an hour later is when you receive the thing that you've been wanting and obsessing over. But it's so weird that you had to let go in order to actually receive it. So why is that? If you think about it, we are constantly co-creating with the universe. So it's almost like a partnership in a sense. And if you ever had to do like a group project or something like that, and the people in your group or your partner were super like, I don't want to say controlling, but you know, they put in a lot of effort and controlling. They're controlling and they're obsessive and they're like kind of taking over the entire project and they're like, oh, I'm gonna do this, this, and that. Basically, they're telling you they're going to do everything and they're going to stress about it and worry about it and obsess about it and make sure that the whole thing comes together. Whenever you're put in a situation like that, your first tendency is probably to just like retreat and kind of let them take over because, you know, they're so stressed about it and they're so like obsessed about it and they're really controlling. So you're probably just kind of like, okay, well, you got it then. It seems like you've got this handle, so I'll just back off and let you do your thing. So that's kind of how it works when you're co-creating with the universe. If you are so like controlling and obsessive over all of the little details of how and why and when things are gonna happen and you're like really just, you know, taking over and I guess not letting the universe do its thing, then the universe is gonna feel like, okay, well, you got it then. You know, if you want to stress about it and worry about it, then you got this. But as soon as you kind of let go and relinquish power and control and you're just like, okay, like I'm just gonna go with the flow, then the universe will actually take over and kind of, I don't know, make things happen for you. And it's similar to when you're like doing a project with a partner or a group of people who are just kind of like, yeah, I'm not really sure like what we're gonna do. Like, do you have any ideas? Then you might be more like willing to put in more effort and to help them out more. So you can kind of think of it like that. And the reason that most of us are so like obsessive and controlling over things is because it's just our ego. And the ego is like, you know, it's there to protect you. It wants to keep you safe. So it likes to obsess over things and it likes to be in control of things. But of course, it's not healthy to obsess over things that you can't control. And the best thing that you can do is put in the work towards your manifestation. I always think it's important to work towards what you want and to like seek out opportunities that you see come up or like look for opportunities that might be available to you now. But then once you've done the work, once you're already working towards what you want, you know, that's the part that you can control. You can put in the work. But after that, you can't control like the results and what happens and when it happens and how it happens. And either way, it's not your job to worry about when or how things are gonna happen. So the best thing that you can do is put in the work and then to let go of the things that you cannot control because you can't control it anyways. I used to be like really stressed about things and like an overthinker. I would say I still am an overthinker, but I would always like overthink about what could happen and like what could go wrong and just like things that could possibly happen in the future. My friends would be like, you're just overthinking it, like stop. But I just couldn't help it. I was constantly like overthinking about what could possibly go wrong. And it was definitely just my ego. And it's, you know, it's there to protect you. So I wouldn't necessarily like have negative judgment on that. Like if you have controlling thoughts, I would just observe those thoughts and then let them go. You know, just be like, thank you for caring. But we're gonna let that go since we can't control it anyways. But a lot of the times when I would do this and think about all of the things that could go wrong, and then, you know, when the event or the day actually comes and things happen, usually it would end up fine, like my friend said. So I feel like after a while I realized that my friends were right. I was just like obsessively overthinking for no good reason, and most of the times things just did work themselves out. And over time, I think it really helped me cultivate this belief that most things will work themselves out if you give it enough time. And it wasn't something that I could really comprehend at the time. I think it did take a while for me to like let go of the control. But that's the other thing. It's about your mindset and your belief system. If you go through life thinking that the universe is against you or that people are against you, you're always going to find like excuses, or you're always going to see like the negativity, and that's just going to reinforce your beliefs, your negative beliefs. But on the other hand, if you trust in the universe, if you trust in like your guardian angels, your ancestors, whoever like the higher power you believe in is, and you just relinquish control, then you'll find that life will work out in your favor if you believe it. It's kind of like going on a roller coaster ride and being the person who like doesn't trust that the seatbelts work and just like freaking out the whole time about all of the things that could go wrong, or being the person who trusts that the seatbelts and all of the safety procedures in place do work and that so many people go on this ride every single day and just enjoying the ride. It's similar to that. And I know how hard it is to let go of like something when you really, really want it. But like I said, you can't control it anyways. So the sooner you let go of the control and just focus on enjoying the journey and enjoying the process, the faster it's gonna feel like it's happening. And one other thing that people sometimes do is when things are going so well in their life, they kind of start to question like, oh, everything is like so great right now. Things are happening for me really easily and really quickly. Everything I want, I'm manifesting into my life. But is this going to last forever? Or like, how long is it going to last? And I personally do this as well, so I definitely have experience with that. And I feel like the second I start to question it is the second things will start to kind of slow down. I think over time I realized that it's just my limiting belief systems of me thinking that like things are limited and that the good times can't just like go on forever. But these are again just limiting belief systems that I kind of grew up with, that I picked up along the way. And because of that, you can actually decide to let go of these beliefs because you were the one who decided to pick them up in the first place. So just remind yourself that the universe and life is full of abundance and full of endless possibilities. And the more you tell yourself that, the more you're going to believe it and the more you're going to be able to let go of your old like limiting belief system. And guys, I am selling these cute little law of attraction manifestation journals, like notebooks, on my Etsy store, so I will link that down below if you guys want to check them out. Okay, that's it for today's little video. I hope you liked it. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you next time. Bye!